Hey, where y'all going? Oh, I'm straight on that. I'm going to the Purple Shell.
Yeah, we back live, man. This is the motherfucking livest motherfucking platform in Atlanta, man. The Purple Shell. I am the livest host in Atlanta. They call me Big 2. You can find me on Instagram at BIG_2RNMG. When you see this, like, share, subscribe. You know what the fuck going on. I got my dog in this bitch. Gonna let him know what's going on, man.
SOI Kid, I am back in full effect. Fuck all the haters and y'all weird niggas. Let's do this interview.
He said, fuck all you haters and you weird niggas. Yeah, and we got my nigga, you know, Chub in this bitch. Yeah, Chub's in this bitch, man. We rocking. Goddamn, Sunday we just goddamn tapped in with him. Goddamn did some legendary shit. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be able to see that on YouTube when we drop it, however it may go. Y'all know what's going on. But yeah, still Chub, man. We're going down, man. What's the word, my dog? What we got going on? What's been going on with you, man? Tap in with me.
Yo, still Chub.
Still Chub.
AKA Mr. Chubby Bands. That's what they know me as.
Okay.
Fat
okay.
rich nigga. What you talking about?
Mr. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Don't play with
Talk
it.
that shit.
Yeah. So where you hail from, my dog?
Man, I'm representing Charlotte to the
Charlotte.
full. I grew up in Charlotte, but I grew up in Georgia too, man. So it's like, you feel me?
From the NC.
But let's not forget Charlotte.
Okay.
You know let's not forget that.
Okay.
Now, shout out to my fam out in Georgia too, man. Shout out to my brother Guap. Shout out to brother Shard, man.
Yeah, everybody.
Shout out to Woo. Shout out to all my partners. Help me in everything. You feel?
Yeah. So we gonna keep it real because we know you're a real nigga and we fuck with you. We know you ain't no all the way artist and music type nigga, but you talented, so you know what I mean. You fuck with it. What got you doing the music though?
Man, I don't know. It kind of like music just grabbed me all my life. Like just being outside, I always fell into that scene. Like everywhere I fell to, just like you know what I'm saying. Back coming up, I used to come to Georgia back and forth with my cousin Psycho. Shout out to Psycho. He tapped in 808 Mafia, Woo the Kid, Southside, all them. So. I grew up just around them niggas doing, you know what I'm saying, doing me.
Right.
So it was just like I said, I always been around it. So it's like, that always been the thing, the cool thing to do. You rapping, you doing this.
Right. Tapped in.
Like I said, all my life I just been in it. So it got to a point where it's like, I'm like, damn, I'm good. I was like, damn, they listening to me.
Right.
So I said, if I just kept doing it. Just kept doing it.
Now with this new shit now, I feel like, you bringing it back to them. You letting them know, like, shit, nigga, it's still Chubs. Nigga, you know what's going on with me.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
See, my name is Chubby Bands. CHUBIEBANDZ, no space.
No space, nigga.
I just recently...
Fat rich nigga. Fuck y'all talking about. Yeah, you talking about.
Keep it with the fat rich nigga.
He keeps saying that shit.
Fuck y'all talking to.
Right.
I just recently changed my name to Still Chub.
Okay.
And it's kind of like my own, inner kind of thing, like, my reinvention,
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I'm still
I
him.
didn't want to be one of them niggas, oh, damn, why he changed his name? He changed his name. What you hiding from now? We ain't hiding from nothing. Nigga,
Right.
Still Chub.
Right.
You feel me? But it ain't Chubby Bands no more. Chubby Bands is more, not immature, but, YN,
Yeah.
If you know me,
With
you
the
know
records.
me.
It's a whole nother generation,
gang. Broad day shit.
Right.
But, Still Chub is the more mature, contemplated, more strategized, more,
Right.
all right, I'm going to give you that pass type nigga, But the music-wise, Still Chub is that, it's still like, you know what I mean? Like, new sound, new everything.
Right.
I call it my ADHD music. That's what I call it.
Right.
Chubby Bands, you hear them more melodized. Like, you hear me harmonizing, you hear me singing. Still Chub, you going to hear me dancing on them motherfucking beats,
Right.
Shout out to KC Beat Monster, shout out to my partner out in Russia, Smaldy. They definitely keep the BPMs up for me. It's all about them BPMs.
Right, for sure,
Talk your shit.
Now, with you having, a son now, what's your outlook on things as because I know you don't look at it the same as you used to. You know what I mean?
I had my first son at 15.
Yeah.
Shit.
God damn, nigga, what the fuck?
I had my first son at 15, gang, so I ain't even new to this.
You still having kids, nigga? Come on, God damn, nigga.
Check me out, though.
Hey, dudes, I'm like, shit, nigga.
Back, you know what I'm saying? Back in 15, when niggas was, before
that
I
was,
went to the yard, nigga was like super lit.
Yeah.
I say, shit, we ain't got nothing to worry about now. This shit is money, like, we ain't got nothing to worry about now.
Right.
I wanted like 7 boys. I got one girl, you know what I'm saying? I wanted like 7 boys. That's just what I wanted.
That's what you want.
And if it went past that, it went past.
He said, fuck it. Hey,
so how do you still take care of you and have all of them? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas, they get lost in the sauce. They be like, I gotta be a dad first.
That's a lazy question.
Yeah, but that's the lifestyle now. How do you do that? Like, a lot of these niggas, they'll be fresh as fuck. They'll push their campaign. Kids be fucked up.
Nah, man. That don't last told. Like
doing this shit for the kids, like you know, like, cause a nigga could quit this shit and just say fuck it and go sit in the block, sit in the trap, or go scamming and go, you know, I'm doing this shit so I don't gotta do that. You feel me? I'm doing this shit so they can see, like, you know, be creative, you know, so they can see, like, nigga, yeah, daddy just went through all that and he still ain't stopped. Like, that's my drive. You feel me? Like, I don't even record if I ain't feeling nothing. Like, you know, if I'm feeling like just normal, like basic, I can't, you know, I don't even think about recording. Like,
that's fact.
You know, sometimes, you know, like I say, you know, I'm big on like, I ain't gonna say spiritual, but I'm big on God, you know. So
yeah, for sure.
Whenever that shit comes to me, whatever it comes to me, it just comes to me and I just let it out, you know.
Right.
And I know I let it out because I can't even get right if I don't let that shit out. Like, my whole day be fucked up and I'm like, bro, I gotta go to the lab real quick.
Right. So what you having your first son and then you having your son now, do you see the difference in you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because, you know, back then when I had my first son,
you were still learning yourself.
I was lost, you know. I was dead broke.
Trying to find a way type shit.
Yeah. It's that pop lock.
I was
that nigga trying to find a way, bro.
I was little Tyree from the neighborhood, you know, I'm popping locks. Nigga, I come sell you something, but and then I was just, you know, I was just doing whatever. You know, at that time, you just doing anything you could figure out. I just had that nigga on a harness on my chest, on the block, you know what I'm saying, on the bus, doing whatever I had. Like, you feel me? Like, one thing about it, you know, I always been acclimated to my kids. Like, you know, I guess that's because I grew up with my dad, you feel me? So it's like, nah, you know, I ain't like that. I ain't letting them feel that, you feel me? So that just be really what that is. So it's like, that's what I was taught. So it's like, it's kind of about, you know, who you are, what you was bred, how you was bred, how you was taught, you know, the type of man you become through our life. So,
Type shit.
So the things that you know that you've been through in your life, as far as you know, going to the penitentiary and fighting cases, how do you try to distill in your children to stay away from that certain shit that you know what I mean, you had to go through? Shit,
let me stick to the facts though. I ain't make it to the penitentiary.
You didn't make it to the penitentiary.
I ain't make it to
straight state, nigga. County and state, nigga. I got bond money, motherfucker.
Hold
on. I was federal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, penitentiary.
Okay.
You know, that's the highest one you're going to.
Top of the top.
You know, my level ain't get that high yet. You know, I was brown clothes, you feel me?
Damn, nigga, how the fuck was my level higher than yours?
You got green clothes, you know, you got green clothes, they the free niggas.
Yeah.
You got the brown in the middle, that's the jail, that's like jail, you know what I'm saying?
Those niggas
you ain't got no
like
freedom, but you ain't 24-hour lockdown on the yard, you know what I'm saying? Unless your yard locked down. So I was in the middle, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But, you know, that whole experience, you know, I ain't gonna lie, you know, prison, you know, it make you a man for real.
Yeah,
like,
it builds character.
Depending on what type of person you is.
Because niggas don't know what them L's feel like, bro.
Some don't make it through that. You feel me? Some don't make it through that.
Niggas don't know what them L's feel like. When niggas ain't writing you letters, when you ain't getting no money on your books.
You can't even think about that.
They don't know what life is like when you by yourself, though.
You can't think about none of that.
Yeah, that's the outside world.
Self-reflection and appreciation. The outside world don't hold
no weight behind that wall.
Yeah, man.
Talk your shit.
You can't think about none of that. Like, when you in there, like, me personally, what I just had to do, I kind of just forgot about the outside world.
Yeah, you had to. You got to.
I used to come on visits, rush them up. Like, man, we got the football game going.
Yeah, get the
fuck
fuck up out of here.
8 Mile?
Because you had your regiment.
New world, nigga.
Yeah.
It was just that. It was just, you got shit going on. But, you know, it's depending on the type of person you is, what it do to you, you know.
Right.
It can break you. It can leave you where you at, or, nigga, it could turn you up.
Yeah,
you know
it
could
turn you up.
For real. You
know
what I mean? Because, nigga, prison, they buying that shit, the music.
Yeah, they buying that shit.
You know how much I spend on my MP3.
Man, what?
You know what I'm saying?
That kiosk, boy.
Prison is really the new SoundCloud.
That JPay.
Most niggas who coming out the
hate to say it like that, but you know what I mean? Nigga hate to say it.
Most of these niggas coming from behind the wall, they coming out here with a single and they running with it.
Yeah, for sure. You can buy beats and all. You buy beats and all that on JPay system.
And that's all
that
shit.
You know what I'm
saying? And to the world, when they see a nigga behind the wall and they're like, oh, he's still pushing music, they gravitate into it immediately.
Yeah.
Like, this is a pain story.
Yeah.
You know bro just passing time, but they feel like he pouring it all on the line right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't knock the hustle. The conversation we had, I'll take a prison song over an AI song. Easy.
Over AI song? What you mean by that?
You know, it's a such thing as AI artists now. They implement AI artists, meaning you can type something in and that motherfucker give you a whole song.
Whole 16, bro.
Damn.
So basically, they don't even need the artist no more. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're a writer, I ain't got to pay you.
You need that
to,
creativity.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know.
It takes away from the game, I feel like. But, you know, it's a lot of shit that come with it. Now, when it comes to this music shit, you know, you do a lot of shit outside of music. You know what I mean? As far as business-wise. You know, let the people know what you do outside of music.
Man. Well, first off, you know what I'm saying? Me and my brother, nigga Lay, his name is It's Lay 79.
It's Lay.
Y'all go follow that. It's Lay 79. Make sure y'all do that.
Right now.
We started a business called For Sure Marketing and Digital Editing. And it really, like, you know, that shit just came about. You know, honestly, like, I can't even sit here and give you, like, how we came up with it, because initially I was trying to come up with a tattoo shop. You know, I like, you know, nigga like ink. You feel me?
Nigga trying to get sprayed up.
But, you know, I couldn't get it approved, and, you know, time was pressing.
Right.
You know, we in the streets, so it's
Right.
like,
Trying to make it
everything,
happen.
like, man, we trying to hurry up do this shit, like, before time, you know, summer coming.
Right.
Ooh. So, I ended up coming across the building. Long story short, I ended up coming across the building, and idea came in the head. Somebody said the idea. I don't want to say it because I don't want to, you know, legal shit. But came in. I'm like, damn, we might as well do that. We might as well do a little marketing company. We ain't nothing but promote anyway. You know, we street niggas.
Right.
Every day we in the streets promoting stuff, trying to make $1. So it's like, it makes sense. You feel me? So it just made sense. So, you know, like I say, the universe sent it to us. So and we just let our imagination take it. We just let our imagination take it. You know,
take it and do what it's supposed to do.
And now that's what it is. Like, so
you went from rapping to skits, my nigga. Not just like some little shit.
Right.
You up there with the hitters. You know what I'm saying? You doing Country Wayne skits. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy you say it like that, because when I be with them niggas, like, it just be like I'm
normal as hell, bro.
Like,
The nigga pull up in the trap. He record in the trap. He got a whole team. Very professional, but it's still like normal as hell.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Is that what makes the bridge easier between music and acting? Because a lot of niggas don't really get the whole 50 Cent mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Man, life is about relationships. Like, it's just about, life is just about, you know what I'm saying, standing on yours, keeping your face clean, and just who you know, just going, because, again, I'm gonna keep saying it. You know, I just, you know, the universe gonna bring it to you. You know, if you know, you being genuine, you in a forward march, like, you know, it's gonna come to you. It ain't, you know, I ain't saying it's gonna come to you just sitting on your ass, though. You know, you gotta be working towards it. But as long as you're working towards it with a genuine heart, you know, everything gonna come towards you, like with the skits. You know, shout out to T Hustle. You feel me? I know T Hustle for a while. You know, in the street, when he was in the streets, you know, he doing skits now. You know, he doing production now. He doing scouting now. You know what I'm saying? So
everybody grow.
Was that a motivation for you to see, like, guys coming from your type of background?
Man, I'm gonna keep it a band for a minute. Even when I came, you know, a lot of dudes, when I came back home, a lot of dudes, you know, they was kind of timid to deal with me because they thought I was still on that 2015 hothead shit. Like, you know, we don't know what he on, you know. So, and I say T Hustle again, you know, he was on that too. Like, he was kind of, he ain't know, like, he fucked with me. Like, I can't take it from him. He always fucked with me, but he was always like, man, I don't want to do it. And, you gotta show me. But again, so like I said, when I came home, he caught whiff of my music. That's what it was. He didn't even know I did music. Nigga didn't know. Like, all he know me for is, you know, street. Like that's all. Like, all he thought was, man, this a wild young nigga. Like, ooh.
Right.
So when he caught my music, he like, oh shit, like,
he
hold on,
really trying to do something.
And the first thing he asked me was like, can you write? You know what I'm saying? Can you write? I said, I don't write, but shit, nigga, if it's in my head, I can make it, put it on paper. You know?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I ain't heard from him for a while after that. And then one day he just hit me like, nigga, you trying to do a skit? I say, hell yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Nigga, what you mean?
Like,
nigga, where I gotta be?
Well, who? You know, I didn't even know it was for Country Wayne. You feel me? Like, again, I knew T Hustle for this, so niggas be telling you I do this, I'm with that, but you know, like,
you don't really know.
I'd have been with so many personalities through life. I hear you, G. You know what I'm saying? Show me something. You feel me? So
pump fake.
He actually, you know, he hit me up, sent me the address. Hey, bring this with you. Make sure you got such and such. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up, and it was what he said it was. You feel me? So from that day on, you know, he treated me like family. You know, at first, you know, I was kind of standoffish because, you know, I'm coming straight from prison. But once I got comfortable, it's like, man, that shit was just like water, because it's like the shit they was doing is real life for me. Yeah. So I didn't have to act. You know,
it came natural.
You give me your synopsis. You give me what's going on. What you need with this?
Okay.
This is the type of time we on.
Shit, what would I say? Like, just like me and you talking. Like, what would I say? It's like a nigga catch you a question. Hey, what would you do if da 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 da? All right, show me. You know, so we just get in there and do that shit. You know, so the more and more I got to the skits, I got better and better and better and better, and they just fuck with me. You know?
Okay.
And I appreciate that. You know, shout out to Mike Bless.
Authenticity of the hustle.
Big bro Mike Bless too. You know, Mike Bless. They was getting ready to fire me one time. You know what I'm saying? Mike Bless was getting ready to fire me. I was like, damn. You know, I was like, damn. Right. But he said, you know, it was one skit I did. it kind of blew his head. Like, hold on, we gotta keep this dude.
Yeah.
Right. That's dope.
Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of folks, they see the DMXs, they'll see the cross. I don't really want to say crossbreeds, but your 50 Cents. You got niggas who could do music, do the industry, like video wise, and they don't even know you got that in you. Like looking at you, niggas wouldn't think like this nigga's doing a whole skit. They think this your real life.
But I just started my own platform too, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So like the fact that you have that many facets to you as an individual, how did you get comfortable enough with yourself to even show that shit? A lot of folks don't audition because they get nervous.
Listen, I tell my, and I can't say, I tell my brother this shit every day, you just gotta stop giving a fuck, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and I guess what worked for me was I'm already a blunt person. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't know how to, how they say when you talk, you gotta tone it down. Like, I mean, you kind of too aggressive. Like, originally I'm from New York. Originally, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I grew up in Charlotte. You feel me? I grew up in Charlotte. You know what I mean? But I guess that piece of New York is still in me. That aggression. You feel me? But and then being in prison
it bring all
streets and
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, all that. So anyway, long story short, just be yourself, yeah. So and that helped me just because I'm blunt. I don't care. I ain't got no pride. I ain't got no shame. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. You feel me? And it is what it is.
Right. So you said they still had that notion of the old Chubs, right?
Yeah. Hustle
Now,
and shut up, nigga.
when you came out this time, what was it that you actually wanted to do different that you didn't do before?
Not stop, man. Not let nothing get in my way. Like, like before, don't get a twist. Like before, you can't even say it. Like just before, it was just a lot of mistakes, a lot of holes, a lot of things I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I guess because it was coming so fast, shit nigga wasn't used to. I'm coming from I'm coming from kick those pop locks, whatever it is. You feel me? Do it. Graduating. Okay, now we trapping. Graduating like God damn, they love our songs. So shit coming fast. You're not thinking. You ain't really, strategizing what got to be done. So I took that time and sat down and was just like, all right, check this out. I'm not gonna get too excited for nothing. Like it is what it is. Take it day by day. Take it second by second. If I do go to sleep, next day I wake up, hey, stay on that mission, don't lose focus,
Always.
And a lot of shit was in my way. Relationships was in the way, being broke was in the way, you know what I'm saying? Kids trying to hold up to the standards of who you are, letting go of the past, like, nigga, I used to do this, or I had
life
this.
was
or,
life,
I used to
nigga.
do this, or nigga, you remember this song? All right, gang, that shit old now,
Yeah.
man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you got now? You know what I'm
feel
saying?
that.
So, I heard that enough to the point where it's like, I'm either lay down or I'm gonna goddamn take the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? So again, and migrating to Georgia again. So I came home on probation. And I already know.
They bank on you to feel.
I know. Like if I get too deep, I'm live. You know what I'm saying? But if I can pace myself, I know I'm gonna stay on track. So. And then I had my kids and shit, so I kind of like migrated to Georgia because I was getting money in Georgia before I left, and being on papers,
Right.
that's what it was. So I felt like Georgia was a good business move for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always back and forth in the city every week. I'm going back to the city this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to DJ Eastside. I tap in with him all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go holler at DJ Chuck T with his he got the backdrop going on now.
Yeah.
So I'm about to go holler at him.
Yeah.
So fucking but just so this time around it was just like, hey yo, nigga, you done lost 8 years total, like so far. That's not even. I ain't even counting miscellaneous.
Bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Bad.
You was an M up. You know what I'm saying? All right, so you either gonna go get your ass a job
you
and
gonna do
hide.
something.
You gonna go get a job or hide. Or you go bust this shit wide open. You know what I'm
Keep
saying?
it moving,
Right.
nigga.
They gonna have to kill me for me to stop. That's not.
That's
is
how
what
it
is,
go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it go.
No
Again,
lies told.
the universe. The universe placed me my pieces. The chessboard.
Right.
The universe gave me my pieces. I just did what I did and just prayed. Every day I just pray, keep going the way it's going.
Okay. So we ain't all the way through 2025 yet. What else can we expect from you, my dog?
I know a project on the way.
Man, for real.
Yeah, I know that's on the way.
And I,
Dudes, we ain't even got to debate that one.
I know that's on the way. Hey, nigga scratch his neck on that. I
It's
know
right
that's on
here,
the way,
nigga.
Shit.
and I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know. I'm a nigga, I always like, man, I ain't gonna never let another nigga. I think the smartest man in the world, but I don't know everything. So it's like, I'm just playing that shit as it go right now. Like,
Facts.
sometimes I be stuck on songs. Like, I got a song, a lot of me that been out. That shit, the numbers went crazy. That song helped me get my numbers up.
Right.
You feel me? So But every other week, like, damn, I be like, damn, look, like, I just laid this shit hard as fuck. Like, hold on, bro. You know, boom. Then we get on that one. Then I might lay something else, or like I went out to where the fuck we go? Nashville. I went out to Nashville to Tennessee, and they was feeling a song I got called Wristwatch. Like,
okay.
I'm like, damn, that might be it right there. The way they was doing, I'm
I
like,
ain't
that
gonna lie
might
to
be
you.
the one. That might be the one. You know what I'm saying?
So the real question is, do you feel like it's more money, more problems, more clout, more problems? Because you're on multiple platforms with different
Money,
people.
more problems, more clout, more problems.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So is it the financial aspect that makes it more difficult? Because the more bread you make, the more bills you're going to pay. But the more connections you make, the more your face is seen, the more people going to have opinions type shit.
Shit, I don't give a damn. I need them. Bring them on.
Yeah, bring them
ends, nigga.
Even check me out though.
Bring
Check this out. You know what's crazy? I was just
Bring
saying
them ends. You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? You know, they just shot Purple Shell just shot a video the other day for me, you know.
Right.
We just
Blessings,
saying
bro.
this shit. Man, I don't give a damn if it's a bad comment or a good comment. You gave me that click. I appreciate you,
Right.
man.
That's all that matters.
I appreciate that.
Right.
Click,
Talk
you know what
that
I'm saying?
shit.
Right. Because it ain't no need of going. Like me personally, like, you know, I'm on a platform, so, you know, people got their prejudgments about me, and I don't
Always,
trip.
bro.
You know what I mean? I don't trip about it. You know, I actually do read comments. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with the comments. You know, I will respond. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't went all the way internet yet. I'm still.
Yeah, that's my
You know what I mean?
issue,
I ain't-
bro.
No.
Like, you
Because
can't
if a
be one
motherfucker
foot
say
in
something
and
too
then
left,
one foot out.
Man, listen.
I try to call you from Instagram, like, hey, what you talking about? Like,
Because even on like
what the fuck? Like, hold
even
on, man.
with the
Don't,
streets,
like,
you can't be one foot in, one foot out.
Right.
So when you get on the social media streets, it's like you one foot in, one foot out. Motherfuckers will find a way to be like, oh, well, you ain't doing this, but this is what you say.
But coming from a street perspective, and then, you know, because, like, it took me a long time to get comfortable with a camera.
That's a fact.
You
I
feel
remember
what I'm
them
saying?
struggles, bro.
Like, I hated being in front of a camera. Like, what the fuck are we in front of a camera for,
Nigga,
bro?
you
Like,
not gonna play with
you
me
know what
like
I'm
that
saying?
on camera.
But then it's like, you know, once it's put on the internet, and then you see how people comment and they have something to say. Now it's you in the sea, because you go from being the commenter to people commenting on you. So now it's like, whoa, the fuck? Oh, this bitch ass nigga think he know me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I had to get to the point where hold on, man, it's the internet. You gotta
I'm not
chill.
gonna waste that energy no more.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a
got you.
motherfucker gonna have their opinion regardless. A motherfucker gonna feel how they feel. Everybody ain't gonna like what you say. That's what come with this shit. But I feel like, you know, when it comes to comments and things, like, people say, oh, you shouldn't pay attention to it. I pay attention to them, but I have to get to the mode where I'm not paying attention
That's how
to
they
it
know
like
they-
that.
Man, you go to Country Wayne page right now and go to like the skits would be in it. Man, you know they talking crazy, like, because, you know, the role I play, you know,
Yeah.
the role I play, you know,
Where this nigga Chub come
aggressive
from?
nigga beating on the chick, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
I'm beating on her and cheating on
So it's
you know what I'm
already
saying?
giving you that
Yeah.
image.
I'm
Right.
telling J-Mo business and shit
Right.
like that. So, you know, of course they dogging me in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Don't,
Right.
Don't let me wear my shirt too tight one day.
Right.
This fat nigga.
Right, right.
You know, all that crazy
Yeah.
stuff. But I don't care. You know?
Right.
Thank you. Because when you see me in public,
Period.
you looking at it like, damn, like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
like, come here. Man, I had niggas stop taking pictures with me. You feel
Right.
me? Like,
Yeah,
and at
yeah.
first it used to throw me off because I'm like, damn, why this thing keep staring at me, bro? Like,
Chub,
nigga
no
be having to remind me,
lie,
like,
bro.
damn, the skits. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. So I walk out knowing when they were like, man.
He said, oh.
No
They
lie,
say
bro.
something like, "Man, are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me, bro." You know what I'm saying? So that kind of made me more like, "All right, tone it down." You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Tone that
Soon
shit
as
down.
I
You free,
flew
nigga.
out
Tone
here
that shit
from
down, you know
Cali,
what I'm saying?
bro, and I saw you in the music video behind the scenes shoot, I was like, y'all know that's the nigga from Country Wayne, right?
Yeah.
It was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
Chubb is on, like, nigga.
Country Wayne a
And
cool
a
dude,
lot
too,
of
man.
people
He
don't
a real cool
understand
dude.
how
Humble, he
tapped
humble,
in
man.
motherfuckers could be being
Right.
quiet. Like,
Right.
I don't have to make a lot of noise.
I've definitely met Country Wayne too. He's a
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
He's
like,
he real calm. He real
your
cool.
success
man.
could
Real
be
laid
silent,
back, man.
bro. Get your bag.
Yeah.
Focus
I'm saying,
on your
yeah.
bag. Focus on your reputation, what you building for yourself. Ain't no way a nigga from prison could tell you, like, it's impossible.
Yeah, a nigga.
For real, though, I ain't gonna lie. I be
Niggas
this all
like
my life,
you,
man.
dudes, a
Nigga
lot
do their
of
research,
motherfuckers
man.
I
Hey,
know.
listen, do their research, man, on Chubby Man.
Man,
I
I'm
be like, this all my
telling
life,
you,
man.
bro.
I've been turned up all my life.
Yeah, you been.
Niggas is very
Chub, man. You,
verified.
a nigga need to tell your ass to calm down.
I'm
Nigga, like,
telling you, bro.
shit,
do
Chub,
what you
like,
want to do.
Nigga,
do
when you
what
go
gotta
out there,
do
take a break,
and
nigga.
not have to worry about
Yeah,
shit.
shout out
And
my
you-
brother. Hey man, shout out my brother Jose Guabo, man.
Talk that shit.
We had a single back in 2014 called Money Motivated.
Yeah.
Talk that shit.
That song, I ain't gonna lie, that's the song that just like it took bro off out in Carolina and it just took me off, period. You feel me? So, definitely, shout out to little bro. Me and him.
For the ones that's tapped in.
Me and him linked up.
shit.
Me and him linked up, at a studio session one time way back. It wasn't even our session. We was just there. And I seen like, damn, ain't you so and so? I'm like, at the time, he was in rapper mode. So I hollered at 3. Three was his manager at that time. We did what we did. We got a feature, but that one feature,
That's all it takes.
me and bro been locked in damn near 15 years, gang. Like we brothers now. Like you can't. That nigga call me 2, 3, 4 in the morning, pull up. I'm there. Like you know what I'm saying.
For sure.
Every day I was just with him on his birthday.
Bro, I
like,
got a
you know what I'm
session.
saying?
I got about an hour and a half left of this bitch. You got some free time, nigga?
Yeah.
What we doing? What we doing?
Yeah, work, man.
But see, you come from a place to where like North Carolina is not necessarily known. Like it don't have an imprint in the music game. But with the tracks you've dropped and the imprint you've made, how did that feel coming from like I'm not gonna say a small town, but a small state? You know what I'm saying? North Carolina don't got a long resume, but y'all really got heavy hitters coming out that motherfucker.
I'm saying we was coming up at a time, 2015. Around that time, it wasn't really too many that was really at the industry going to the industry level. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Caught a little case, whatever. Ooh, the baby came up. Baby was going nuts at that time. Shout out to baby. He was definitely work ethic crazy.
Yeah. The baby was pulling out all stops.
No lies told.
No lies told. Like this is a real story. No cap. Like real story. We went out to South by Southwest. This was back.
See, I was locked up by that time.
This was back, and this before he blew up anything. That nigga was out there in a diaper.
Yes,
I heard
yes,
about it. I was in the yard, I
nigga,
heard about it.
exactly.
That's how.
Pacifier
That
and
show
all,
you
bro.
how bad a nigga willing to
like,
go.
I want this
That nigga
shit,
want it.
bro.
Right.
I gotta get this shit, bro.
And that go back to again what I just told the nigga. Like you just gotta like, man, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I dare you play with me out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And once
That's
that
right.
nigga took
how it
off,
go, you know what I'm
it wasn't
saying?
no stopping him.
And I ain't gonna lie. That's in Charlotte. That's how we had to be because niggas ain't want to see us. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Exactly,
like,
bro.
We came like, all right, you either gonna let us in here or we gonna shut this whole motherfucker down. Ain't nobody going in here.
Right.
So how you gonna do it? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right.
we gonna spend our money. We ain't asking for no handout, but hey, you ain't about to. You know what I'm saying? You gonna treat us. Don't do us like that. You feel me? And that's how kind of how it was. You feel
Right.
me? So yeah, so that's
Don't play
So
with no
before
street
we
niggas
end this
funding your
motherfucker,
career,
right?
nigga.
I want you to get some insight on this, right? Now you done been in the game for a minute. You done seen the bullshit. You know what I mean? You know the ins and the outs, right? As a new artist coming in, what are some things that you don't suggest I do? You know what I'm saying? As a new artist coming in.
Deuce went in the bag on that
don't
one.
rush. Don't rush.
Yeah.
Be calculated. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush and be calculated. You feel me?
Yeah.
See me, I'm kind of schizo, so I always think everything is scam.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes
Don't
I
trust
probably,
Nowadays you gotta be like that though,
sometimes
bro.
I probably do miss blessings, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I've been scammed, and
Yeah.
I've been the one scammed, so it's like,
Man.
but at the same time, be calculated.
Yeah.
Do your research. Don't rush. That means do your research. That's the not rushing part.
Right.
Don't rush. Be able to be like, all right, it's because a nigga hitting you up saying your shit hard. Ooh, let's do this.
Don't do
It
that.
gets exciting. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because nigga done got me like,
It'll
got me
boost you.
one time, man.
Yeah.
Man, I sent it to my bro like, man, we up, like, oh, let's live.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not knowing you done fucked up.
See, but he hip. See, he more hip to that shit. Like he more hip to the digital world than I am. So
Not knowing you
Dude
done
would
fucked
have the
up.
we
same
quick with it, like, you know what I'm saying?
conversation, bro.
Nigga quick with it, like nigga quick. He
Dude's
sent it
like,
back to
I'm
me
a
like,
street nigga. I'm like, nah,
you know what I'm saying? He
bro,
sent
I'm
it back
a
to me
social
like, hold
media
on, look at
nigga,
this, bro.
Yeah.
He sent it back like, look at this. Hurt my heart too. I'm talking about, bro. I'm hype. I just started. I done text mom Duke today.
Yeah,
Like,
nigga, we
outta
up,
here.
nigga.
We out here, nigga. Like,
We
yeah,
good.
we
And then he hit you with the like,
telling you,
man.
bro.
I said, I'm gonna kill him. I said,
I'm
I can't
fuck
wait.
him up.
I don't know who playing with him. I'm gonna kill him. That's the only thing I kept saying. I'm gonna kill him. Who texted me?
I'm
like,
fucking him up.
I'm gonna get him.
I feel that, man. I
Yeah.
feel that, man. Let the people know where they can find you at, man.
Hey, yo, this still Chub, man. On IG is at STILLCHUB. Man, if you hit Google CHUBIEBANDZ. Chubby
that.
Band, CHUBIEBANDZ. The new single will drop on the 11th. Oh, that's tomorrow. The new
That's
single
tomorrow.
drop tomorrow. It's called These Days.
These
Hey, listen,
Days.
Purple Shell got a video coming out. They
For
ain't
sure.
even told
We
me
ain't-
when it
we
comes
ain't-
out.
Man, I know niggas gonna
They
be
ain't told me
mad at
when
me.
it
I
drops,
ain't
bro.
even. I ain't
I'm
saying
just
nothing.
saying, play the track. I
ain't-
know
nah,
niggas
I
gonna
ain't-
be
nope.
mad at me, bro.
Nope,
Play
I'm
the
not
track,
playing it.
bro.
Nope. Yeah, have to wait
Play
till
the
it come
track,
out.
dudes.
No, I want to, but nah, we gonna wait. We
Respect,
like, you know what I'm saying. I feel like on this one, you know, it was a collective, and it's gonna bring something special, man. So when y'all see it, it's definitely gonna give y'all that, man. So you know when y'all see it drop, man, go.
You know,
like
my
it.
opinion, I think it's one of my hardest. You know, my folks, my brothers, they tell you it's not one of my hardest. They say it's top 3, but I'm like, man, I feel good about this one.
Yeah, I feel good about it. I think this one right here is basically letting motherfuckers know what you want.
That's
Hey,
it.
That's it. This is me. If you ain't fucking with it, move around.
I don't
couldn't
ever
wait for
agree
this.
with this
Yeah, I
light
couldn't wait.
skinned
Hey,
nigga, but
I
I
almost
agree
lost
with this
my
light
head for
skinned
this,
nigga on
nigga.
that one, bro.
Hey, they don't understand that line, bro.
When you get to talking
gotta-
that shit,
bro.
bro,
Yeah.
and you get to
Motherfucker-
telling niggas what you going through, my nigga,
Yeah, for sure.
ain't a motherfucker out here who can't
See, a
relate to
motherfucker gotta understand that line right
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah.
I almost lost my head for this.
Real.
That was a major. That right
Every
there.
day.
It
That's
spoke
Monday through
value.
Sunday. You hear me?
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
So it's like, yo, I'm telling everybody, you know, when you feel like
Man,
quitting,
look,
when you feel
bro.
like quitting,
Boy, what?
man, roll up. You know
Better
what I mean?
roll up, better figure it out,
get
man.
Up, you know what I'm saying? Get up. You know,
Ain't
while
no
you
lay
rolling
down.
up though, get up, because you know, don't get lazy.
No lies
Got to,
told.
man.
The most major thing is don't get complacent. I mean, don't get comfortable. You know what I'm
Don't
So are
do
you
it.
still acting? You still doing music? What we got
And
looking
again,
like?
listen, I
What
just
we
started
doing
my,
for the summer?
Check me out. I just started my own platform on Facebook. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Shit.
You catch
Okay.
the skits on Facebook right now.
Okay.
I have not loaded nothing up to YouTube.
Okay.
You can only catch it on Facebook. The page is called Still Going.
Still Going.
STILLGOIN. It's on
Yeah, so when
Facebook.
y'all, hey,
phone.
we
It's
gonna put it on the
called
screen.
Finna do it right now.
It's E4E, and it's called Enough for Everybody.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? That's what the page is called. Enough
Okay.
for Everybody.
Enough for
You know what I'm
everybody.
saying? Y'all want to tap in with me.
Tap
You know what I'm
in,
saying?
man.
Tap in with me now.
Yeah.
The numbers are slowly rising, definitely rising. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Our first video is definitely at 3,500 views right now.
Okay.
You know, again, it's a brand new page.
Brand
Brand
new.
new page.
Brand
2 days
new.
in, we had 100 new followers. You know, it's
going down.
So every day is rising. So
Tap in.
Again, you know, shout out to Country Wayne, shout out to Mike Bless,
Yeah.
shout out to T Hustle. You know,
Yeah.
for, you know, helping me get that stamp in the game. I
For
appreciate
sure.
y'all. For real.
That's real
So,
shit,
yeah.
man. Hey, man.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow my brother too at IsLay79. Make sure y'all go follow.
Yeah, tap in, man. That's real shit. You won't get this again, motherfucker. So we not repeating this shit. So y'all motherfucker,
You gonna get
it's
the
gonna be on the
tag
screen.
and the goddamn say it
Put
out
that
loud.
bitch on the screen. Bop,
nigga.
bop. That's gonna be right there, nigga. Right there. Just follow that, nigga. Where my hand at, follow that, nigga.
And I
But
want
yeah,
you to know, niggas tapped in before you know they tapped in.
Yeah, for
bro.
sure.
Go check that new
not
skit
gonna
I just
lie
dropped
to you.
too. I just dropped a new skit. It's on my page.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's to the new single.
Okay.
It's to the new
Niggas
single. It's a
tapped in
promo
before
video
you know
out.
they tapped
It's a
in,
promo
bro.
video out 2 these days on my page right now.
yeah, for sure, man. Y'all go
I'm
do
sending
that.
out cash apps. Repost,
Hey.
tag me.
Repost,
Do
tag.
a video to the song. I'm sending
Hey,
out cash apps.
you send that
That's
cash
all I'm
apps. Y'all
saying.
better go
You send
get
me
to
a video
work.
of my song, I'm
It's
sending
time to
you
get
cash
to
apps.
work, nigga.
We
But yeah,
can't afford
this is the motherfucking
it.
livest motherfucking platform in Atlanta, man. I'm the livest host in Atlanta, man. They call me Big Two if you ain't know. You can find me on Instagram at BIG_2RNMG. This is the Purple Shell, man. We out of here, man.
Type shit.
Gone.
The purple shell.